Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is the second video of the Snook fly fishing off the beach series. My name's Desiree and this is Des on the Fly. So today's video is all about structure. I want to take you through and show you what I look for on a satellite map and then at the beach itself to try to get you in the mindset of where you should be looking for those snook so that you're not looking in the wrong places and wasting your time. My best friend is Google Maps, so let's pull this up and take a look here. This is an average shoreline. We have our regular trench, right? And then we have another sandbar that's way out here. As we go north, this is going to change, and you see the sandbar actually moves in, so it's really tight. This creates water flow and structure as the current goes through there. We even have some seagrass growing out here. This is a main place that I would want to look for snook trolling along this area. This whole area looks super fishy, and I don't know what that is, but it's worth inspecting. One of my favorite places to find snook is actually off of points. You've got a lot of depth changes, you have a lot of extra water flow because of current. When the tide is coming out, those fish are going to be sitting out here. And then whenever the tide is coming in, they're going to be sitting along this other edge. This is a really attractive point. As you can see, there's seagrass, right? And then there's a huge depth change on the back side of this island. That gives the snook a lot of different places that they can ambush from and hang out. The other thing I look for are things in the water, whether it's this old dock or rocks. These all create places that are ambush points for snook. So depending on which direction the current is going, tells me where I'm going to look. And here's some more rocks right here. This is a great point because you have a point with rocks on it. And those snook are going to sit in those rocks and face into the current, whichever direction it's coming, and look for bait fish that are coming along towards them. Next are things underwater that are a little bit offshore. A lot of times they will cause fish to be attracted there, and you're more likely to see snook on the beach closer to things like underwater shipwrecks. Another thing that I look for are trees along the shoreline. This is amazing because between the trees and the point, this is a great place to look for snook. And there's a depth change over here. This is just heaven. Florida has got a lot of jetties, and this little armpit right here is actually an amazing place to catch all kinds of fish, including a lot of snook. I don't even go out here. The fishermen can be a little bit more aggressive out at the end of jetties and competition is too high. So I just end up staying inside and fishing from the beach, and I have a lot of success. The last thing I look for is always seagrass along the shoreline, because you know that you're going to find fish there. These snook are not going to be 10, 20, or 30 feet off the shoreline. They're going to be right at your feet if you're standing at the water's edge. So my recommendation is to take a few steps back and get acclimated and find out where they're actually moving at this point in the day that you're fishing. In the morning, they might be pushing bait up along the shoreline, and you can really tell where they're active and excited. In the afternoon, they may be trolling slowly, and you may not see any bait that they're chasing at all. At low tide, you can really tell a lot about a beach. As you can see, this at high tide would be the sandbar. Sandbars are broken up by places where the water escapes back out to the ocean. These cause little rip currents. These are a great place to look for fish at high tide. At low tide, you're going to be looking for fish right out here. So that's it, guys. I hope this really helps you be able to find snook on the beach. If you liked this video, please consider subscribing and liking. And check out this video. It's all about the stuff you'll need whenever you go. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate you. Have a great week.